Back at the tomb door, Richard touches one of the cylinder locks. He steps back to take in the intricate, jigsaw-like design of the ancient wheel. As he stares, mouthing the carved inscriptions, Vogel comes up behind him.
It's beautiful, isn't it, Richard?
Richard faces him.
I wish I would have known that you were alive all these years. At least I would have had somebody to talk to.
The red-bearded guard sneaks up behind Richard and hits him with his rifle. Richard crumples to the ground. Vogel uses his boot to lift Richard's chin to face him.
I need your help, Richard. Get the door open for me. It's been 7 years. I'm going home to see my family.
If I open that tomb, you won't have a family.
Vogel punches him.
Open it!
He yanks Richard up.
Open it! Open it! Never!
Have it your way. With or without you, I'm getting inside that tomb.
As the guard raises his rifle at Richard, an arrow pierces his back. Vogel aims.
Put that down!
Lara already has an arrow trained on him.
Put it down.
His aim lowers to Richard.
Oh, you don't think I can pull this trigger before you hit me with that arrow?
Shoot him, Lara. Shoot him!
Come on, put your weapon down.
Shoot him, Lara! We can't let him get to Himiko!
Lara stands fast.
You really don't believe this nonsense, do you? Tell your father to open the door, or he's dead. You can make him do it, Lara. Transport's already on its way. We can all be off this goddamn island.
Let him shoot me. Sacrificing one life is worth saving millions.
A tear falls down her cheek as she closes her eyes.
It's your decision. It's your finger that's pulling this trigger.
The bow wavers slightly in Lara's grip as she meets Richard's gaze.
I'm sorry.
No.
I had to come all this way to see you die.
She lowers her bow. Richard winces.
I'll do it.
Vogel squints at her as she squares herself to face him.
I'll open it.
Richard despondently lowers his gaze.
Finally, a croft with some sense.
2 ladders are propped against the tall semicircular door. As Lara reaches out to touch hieroglyphics on one of the cylinder locks, a flashback shows her young hands skimming over similar puzzles in a book. She then remembers unlocking the Karakuri cylinder she found in the Himiko box. Stealing her gaze, she mounts a ladder to a high lock, then runs her fingers along the symbols on its surface. She turns one portion of the lock. She turns 2 dials on another lock in opposite directions. Richard shoots Vogel an angry look as Lara continues twisting more locks. She walks to the final lock in the bottom of the door. Vogel stares intently. Lara firmly twists the cylinder, setting the other locks in motion. As they all watch, each separate lock piece recedes into the door. The stone wall falls piece by piece, collapsing in a large heap at the base of the opening. The now open archway reveals a deep cavernous hole. Lara, Vogel, Richard, and a few guards step to the edge to look down. The seemingly bottomless hole descends into darkness.
Ladies first.